An estimated 240 million calls are made to 911 in the U.S. each year, and this month is 911 Public Education Month. So Dothan Fire Marshal Chris Etheredge and Sandi Jarrett join me now with things you need to know before you dial. Both of you, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having us.
So please tell me, Chris, we were just talking a little bit before here, what do you want people to know about the dispatchers and operators?
Well, I tell you, not just Education Week, but it's Telecommunicator Appreciation Week, and that's a fancy word for dispatcher. Our 911 operators do a tremendous job. They're our first level of patient care, our first level of response. They gather so much information that makes our jobs as responders so much easier, and oftentimes unsung heroes. They're behind the scenes, no one sees them, no one knows what they do, but they're tremendous. Sandi's our training coordinator for the City of Dothan Communications Center and 911, and they do a tremendous job every day. And it's just an opportunity to say thank you and let her educate a little bit about calling 911 and what we need to do.
Well, Sandi, then please tell me a little bit more. What should people do before they dial? What do you want people to know?
We want them to know their location, because that's the first thing we're going to ask them. Where are you? So if that's the only piece of information we get, at least we can respond someone to that particular location.
Okay, and then what about if they accidentally call or something like that?
If they accidentally call, we ask them to stay on the line with us, let us know it was a misdial, it was an accidental call. That way we have voice communications with them, because if they disconnect, we're going to have to call them back or eventually have to send a police officer to a physical location to make contact with them.
Wow. Now, where in the area do you receive the calls? Like, how far does your guys' signal reach?
Landlines are obviously, they're set to come into the City of Dothan. Houston County landlines go to Houston County Dispatch Center. Wireless, it travels with the person. It just depends on where they're at when they dial 911.
Okay, and then about how many people do you guys serve? Do you know offhand, like how many calls do you receive on a daily basis?
It could vary. I mean, honestly, I couldn't tell you an exact number right now. I don't have any numbers in front of me.
But it's nonstop then?
It's nonstop, yes.
You know, one of the interesting things that we've seen over the years, in 20 plus years, is a wreck on the Ross Clark Circle. 20 years ago, you would get 1 or 2 calls. Today, you get as many as 100 to 150 calls because of one wreck on the Ross Clark Circle, because of so many wireless users and cellular users. So those numbers are exponentially higher than they've ever been because of that availability of getting that mobile signal out there.
Now, when all those calls come in at once, as you mentioned, how do you guys differentiate? Because there's only so many people that work, and you're getting all these calls, and obviously people are nervous and frantic. How do you guys handle that and you guys still remain so calm and collective?
You just learn to do it over the years. But every call that comes in, we have to take as an individual or new incident. So there's a lot of questions that we still have to ask until we can determine it's the same incident.
Well, we have a few seconds left here, so once again, please tell me then, what do you want people to know before they dial?
Their location, a landmark, something. Listen to us, follow our instructions, be patient, answer the questions.
Sounds good. Sandi, Chris, thank you so much for coming today, and thank you for what you guys do.
Thanks.